So Donovan Mitchell in a game against the Chicago Bulls tonight dropped 71 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds with one block in a 145 to 134 win in overtime against the Chicago Bulls. So today we're going to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers and talking about their overall future for the team. This game especially, it just showed that this team can definitely go far, especially in the East. With teams like the Bucks, like the Sixers, like the Nets, who have been hot, the Knicks. All these good teams, the Pacers. They're showing that they can be a team to look out for in the playoffs, and I think this team can definitely be one of the more scarier teams in the East. So we'll get into it right now. We're gonna talk about the game really quick here, talking about the box score. So let's just get right into it. So, like I said, Donovan Mitchell, 71 points and 11 assists, 8 rebounds, 1 block, a double-double on 22 of 34 from the field and 7 of 15 from the three. So, very efficient 70-point game from Donovan Mitchell here. The last 70-point game, I want to say, was Devin Booker a couple years ago. So, great to see that Donovan Mitchell is starting off 2023 right. Played a team-high 50 minutes, which is absurd. I think that's basically a game high too between the two teams. So yeah, 50 minutes, he dropped 71 and 11. That's great to see. And in a game without Darius Garland, he was the main guy on the team and he definitely delivered. So the thing I like about the Cleveland Cavaliers is that they have a lot of guys that can just slot into positions that they don't have at the moment. Guys like when Darius Garland is out or when Evan Mobley is out, they have guys like Lamar Stevens starting, Karis LeVert starting. They even have Chetty Osman off the bench who played pretty well today. So, this team is definitely one of the more deeper teams in the NBA I've seen in a while, especially in the East. So, yeah, Donovan Mitchell played great today. 20 of 25 from the free throw line too. So, yeah, Donovan Mitchell over the season, he's probably been a dark horse contender for the MVP. 28 points, 4 rebounds, and around 4.6 assists. Looking at his shooting splits, 48% from the field and 41% from three. So very efficient season from him so far. And he's playing around 36 minutes per game. So looking at some other guys on the team, we have Kevin Love, 12 points and 17 rebounds and 2 assists. Love, he's been I would say, very underrated for this team. He's averaging around 9.5 points and 7 rebounds for this team in the season. And when he wants to, he can actually play pretty well. And being that veteran guy on the Cleveland Cavaliers, having a lot of young talent, he can kind of show the ropes to guys like Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen. So great game from Kevin Love. Lamar Stevens, 4 points and 2 assists with a rebound. Jarrett Allen, 21 points and 8 rebounds with 2 assists. And Karis LeVert, 10 points and 5 rebounds with 3 assists and a steal. So the Cavaliers, obviously, were without Garland, were without Mobley. And at full strength, this team can be definitely one of the more scariest teams in the East. Like I've said, they are, I believe, after this game, 25-14. If ESPN's can update, I think it might be 25-14. But yeah, the Cavaliers, they're in a good position right now. And with the East, really the only team that's been on notice right now in the East has been the Brooklyn Nets, who have basically been on like a 10 or an 11 game win streak. So that's really the only team I'm looking out for right now. The Bucks have been struggling a little bit, although Giannis has, I think, dropped back-to-back 40-point games a couple weeks ago. The Sixers just won against the Pelicans tonight. So, the East this year is definitely strong. We'll look at the standings overall right now. So, yeah, they got Boston number 1, who definitely is probably the prime target for the playoffs in terms of who teams need to beat. The Brooklyn Nets number 2, Milwaukee number 3, Cavs at number 4. It should be updated pretty soon here. I think they should be moving to the 3rd seed with this win with 24-14. So they're going to be overtaking Milwaukee. And then we have Philadelphia at the 5th seed, and then Pacers at the 6th seed. So, yeah, I think the East is definitely a lot stronger this year. And, with additions like Donovan Mitchell, James Harden and Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, Giannis, having Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday back there. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a great playoff. I would say a great playoff season to watch, definitely. With the Cavs being, I would say, a dark horse contender for the Eastern Conference Finals, they could be a team to look out for. So, looking at the bench, we got Chetty Osman, 19 points and 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 of 13 from the field, 4 of 11 from 3. And outside of that, Okoro played 20 minutes and had 3 points and 3 rebounds and fouled out. So that's really the only thing to note here. Off the bench, they had Robin Lopez playing the center position, but I mean, only played 7 minutes. So with the Cavs, I mean, they did win this game, but it took them to OT with a struggling Bulls team who had Zach LaVine. I would say Zach LaVine was guarding Donovan Mitchell. Nikola Vucevic, DeMar DeRozan. This team is struggling, and it took them to OT to essentially lose to the Cavs. So I don't know. The Cavs, they're in a great position right now. Looking at some future games from right now, I mean, the next game they're playing is against. Here, let me see. Pull up the Cavs. They are versing the Phoenix Suns. I think, yeah, the Phoenix Suns on Wednesday. So that should be a pretty good game. Devin Booker versus Donovan Mitchell. You guys can let me know what you guys think about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Are they one of the best teams in the East? I mean, with Donovan Mitchell being essentially number one in terms of the shooting guards in the league. I don't know, he's been carrying this team. I mean, he's definitely made this team a lot better. I think he passed LeBron today for the most points scored in a game, which is also great to see. So, I mean, 71-11 is a great feat, something that's very underrated, or not even underrated, but something that doesn't come by very often. So, you guys can let me know what you guys think about the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're in a great position right now with Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland as their backcourt, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen as their front court. Very young team overall. The one thing they're missing, and I think everyone knows this, is a starting caliber small forward. It's pretty much clear as day. They need a starting small forward. They've been trying to start Karis LeVert. Now, he's been in and out of the starting lineup from what I've seen. And he's doing an okay job, nothing too amazing to the point where you can label him as a starter. I mean, they've also had Isaac Okoro for more defense, but offensively, he's not there yet. I mean, he is only 21 years old, so he has a lot of upside and basically a high ceiling. They're just looking for that solid three that they can just insert into the starting lineup. I mean, I wouldn't really know who Cavs fans would want on this team because a lot of what they're doing right now is basically just filled out, and what a three would bring to this team is just more to that. It would add more to that. It wouldn't really fill in any holes essentially. So maybe get more like a 3-and-D type of guy. I mean, there's a lot of 3-and-D guys in the league you can get. I mean, Robert Covington would be interesting because he's not playing too much for the Clippers, but I don't know how Cavs fans would feel about that. Maybe not, being a veteran on the team could definitely be beneficial, but I mean, I think he's making a $12 million contract for 2 years, signing an extension with the Clippers. So you guys can let me know what you guys think about these small forward position about the team. You guys can let me know what you guys think about Donovan Mitchell, the Cavs. You guys have them going to the Eastern Conference Finals, and you guys have them essentially winning it all this year because that's definitely a huge possibility with this team right now. So that's the end. My name is ADC. I'm out. Peace.